my name is Kiara, aka Fatin Kanyaba Ekwegosani, and welcome to my channel. Now, if you're new here, welcome. Hope you like it enough to subscribe, and please don't forget to like the video. If you've been here, thank you so much for being a day one. When I reach 10k, why do I look so weird? When I reach 10k, because I'm Nenzeli Bry, and I'm actually dead serious. Like, get inside the subscriber Zaka Bry. Oh, a giveaway. Oh, I'm so ambitious. But anyways, welcome. And if you're seeing this face for the first time, what it do, baby? Welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Anyways, before we get into the story time now, I know I disappeared. Like, the last time I posted a vlog was back in Feb. That's been 3 months. And I have my reasons why. I have my reasons why. So I tried filming in April, beginning of April, and I had the perfect opportunity to film. It was Good Friday, and I went to church, and I wanted to take you guys with, but vlog being a like I couldn't really, yeah. But that's why I'm doing the story time, and it's kind of embarrassing, to be quite honest. Because what the hell was that? Like, thinking about it just makes me wanna puke, actually. Oh god. Cause I'm a daughter ain't shit, hey? Like, I'm a daughter, so she's a nini. But anyways, hope you enjoy the video, and I will be doing my makeup. Just by the way, I will be doing my makeup while I tell you guys what really went down. And when I say it's recent, I mean a week ago. And I genuinely don't want to wait for, why am I stuttering? I genuinely don't want to wait for like a year or two to tell the story, because by the time I tell it, Sana, I'll probably be in a relationship, and I have no business talking about I'm my ex or I'm my daughter when I'm in a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, hi bo, girl, why can't I speak? But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. Now this dates back to the 7th of March this year. I had a gig, and after I was going to a games night. So this was a last minute gig, right? And this person, like I said, it's a last minute gig. He called me Kadi last minute, and I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'll come. It was at Johannesburg Freshers at Carfax. So yeah, before I went, obviously I had to like prepare and everything. So like I was still getting ready, and then I found out that my aunt is coming, right? So I didn't think my aunt is gonna come with my cousin. So me, I'm chilling. Obviously, I'm in my comfort space. I look weird. I look crusty. So, and I wasn't really expecting anyone until like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, because that's when my friend was gonna come. And then we'll leave for Johannesburg Freshers, right? So while I'm waiting for my friend, I see a car parking at the gate. I can recognize this car, Obo. I step out, and then I see my other cousin coming out. So I'm like, how, I didn't expect you. I was expecting, the other one. And he's like, no, she's on the way, Wabo. Sharp, she's on the way with my mom. Good. I go and greet him and his other friends. And so I greet them, right? I greet them and I get acquainted with them. They introduce themselves and vibes, son. So I invite them to the games nights, because as I'd mentioned, after what do you call this? After freshers, we're going to games night. So I invite them. I'm like, if you guys aren't doing anything later, I'd like you to come to the games night. It's like I could feel that the games night was gonna be boring as hell. Oh, good and well. They're like, yeah, no, we'll pull through. When I just sent us the location and everything. Good and well. Now after that, I decided, Hore, let me go bath. I go and bath, son. As I go and bath and try to look presentable, son, because now there's people and I don't want them to see me. Kile yang, like I don't want them to see me in my, what do you call it? Whatever state I was in. So, after that, I look presentable. After getting ready, I look presentable. I hadn't done my hair though. I was still gonna do my hair like just before my friend comes, so that it looks fresh. Oh, good and well. So we're chilling outside. I'm in my beanie and we're just talking. So my older cousin said that she wants food. Oh no, before that, no, I'm lying. Before that, I asked my cousin if we can take a picture because we have, in this story, I just call him my brother, you know, because obviously we grew up together and all of that. So I'll just call him my brother. Please don't mind my eyebrows. I'm using a brow, whatever this is, and yeah, but I will fix it during the course of the video. So we take pictures, but we didn't take pictures using his phone. We took pictures using his friend's phone. The friend was the one that offered to take pictures of us. Now this friend, we are gonna call him John because he eats the culprit. Oh, I cursed the day I met that man. Not even that boy. I cursed the day I met that boy. I asked him, can you please send me the pictures? He's like, he has nings. He's busy giving me a runaround. So I'm like, no problem then. You will send them to my brother. He's like, no problem. Sharp. Now, as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation, right? So at that time, it was like, you see here, this area, it kind of looks like a love bite if you know, it looks like a hickey. So he's like, what's that? And I'm thinking maybe he can see that it's hyperpigmentation. I'm like, damn, that is actually one of my biggest insecurities, you see? And then he's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. Like, I thought it was a hickey and everything like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he gives me a hug because, you know, kind of touched a nerve. Kind of felt, you know, some type of way about it. So he gives me a hug so my brother can see what's happening from across the street, because the other car was just across the street, like opposite my house. So he can see that. And then he comes. He's like, wait, nah, son, what are you doing with my cousin? I can see you giving each other hugs and everything like that. And I'm like, it's not that. I try explaining. He's like, I don't care, but I can see what you're doing. You know, those type of things. But I know that he was joking. No problem. And then, so he receives a phone call just as they are about to leave. He receives a phone call. I don't know who he was talking to, but he talks to that person over the phone. I think it was his sister or cousin, not sure. Now as he is talking to that person, he is staring, wabo. So I'm thinking, he is probably staring at, you know, he's zoning out. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm thinking maybe he zoned out. Kati, no, he was staring at me. So as he's staring at me, it's time for them to leave. And then my cousin says his goodbyes, and they all say their goodbyes. Now I didn't see him ever again after that day, except for my cousin, my brother slash cousin, because we kept in contact on IG. Did we? No, I'm lying. We're just viewing each other's stories, you know, liking each other's posts, and that's about it. But yeah, a month later, I'm like, I thought about him. I was like, let me let me search him on IG. No, I couldn't find him. And then I decided, let me ask this other girl who's in the same school as them. Like, my sister, do you know this person? She's like, yes, actually I do. Um, I didn't see him at school today, but I'm gonna go to school tomorrow and I'll look for him and I'll ask for his name. I'm like, no problem. Thanks, my babes. Now I saw, see, this thing is gonna take time. Hey, having to wait for tomorrow. I wanna talk to him today. What? Hi man. There's this thing that tells me, no man, go through your cousin's following. I go through his following, then I find him. And then I follow him. Immediately after finding him, I follow him. Why did I do that? He didn't follow me back. Or I didn't know the reason why he didn't follow me back. I just thought maybe Uzenza is celebrating him, you know. But I still followed him. And yeah. A month passed. A month. My father.
My dream is to be a billionaire like my father.
A month passed, right? A month passed and I posted. So one thing about me, I post anything and everything on my IG except for my ndabas. Like, if you want my ndabas, you must be added on my CF or my Finsta. That's when you can know some things about me. But I just post random things on my main thing, on my main story. So I posted on my main story with applications Zokjanami are open. And then he replies. I didn't expect his reply, to be quite honest. He replies, he's like, "Ngala ama paper ko apply." And I'm like, wait, you can't be applying. You haven't sent me my pictures with my brother. He's like, yeah, no, we'll take more pictures together. I don't know why that made me get carried away, but I was like, okay. Like that for me was like, oh, okay, should he see something between us? So why not? And one thing about me, disclaimer, I'm a lover girl. Me, I will love you, son. Even if it's a day after a day of talking, I'm imagining us getting married. I'm imagining us having kids, buying a house, wara wara. Like, one thing about me, I'm a lover. Good and well. And then he's like, I don't know what led to the conversation about why I thought he didn't like me and why he thought I didn't like him. So we're talking about that. And I'm like, I thought maybe like I am crossing a boundary between me. Hey, I mentioned my cousin's name and I don't want to do that. But anyways, I'm like, I didn't want to cross a boundary between my cousin and I, by dating his friends or like going for his friends. He's like, there's no such, good and well. He asked for my number. Oh, what led to a conversation about who thinks what and what was that he's like, and I don't even have your number, imagine. And in my head I'm like, you could have asked, but at the same time I'm like, maybe he didn't want to he didn't want to cross a boundary. One thing about me, I'm very big on boundaries. You can't go for my friend unless if my friend wants you, same. I also think the same for my cousin and everyone, good and well. So we exchanged numbers and he decides to call me. Oh, no, before you called me, we are having a conversation and he asks me why I thought he didn't like me, and I tell him that he didn't ask for my IG. At least, I get that asking for numbers, but like asking for my IG or something, like, you didn't do that. And he's like, I thought you weren't interested, you just saw me as one of your brother's friends. I'm like, Fairs, Fairs, because that's what I was thinking. This person is my brother's friend, and yeah, so that was fair of him to think that. And me, on the other hand, I'm like, I also thought that you saw me as your friend's cousin. Maybe you don't want to step on any boundaries. I don't know if you guys have set any boundaries. Why did I not put blush first? But anyways, it's fine. I'll put pot of blush. Now, he decides to call me. He calls me and we talk, right? As we're talking, he asks what I want, and I'm like, I'm very big on relationships. I can't do casual. I can't do casual friendships. I can't do casual, I can't do casual dating as a whole. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. If I'm not, I'm not. You will never find me doing things like your sneaky links and everything. That life for me is, that's not the life for me, you know. Good and well. So by the time the conversation ends, we are in a relationship. Oh, well, this is the same day. I remember it was the 9th of May. Shapo, at the time he was at work, so we just continued talking via text. And then he called me when he got home. We on a call literally the whole evening until the time he slept. He even wanted to sleep on a call. I think we did, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we did sleep on a call. And do you guys know new love? New love will make you do stuff, hey? New love. Oh, late must new love must. No new love. One thing about new love, you guys will do everything and anything on the call. And yeah, we were on a call literally the whole evening, and he mentioned something about not going to work. So I was like, good shot, shooty, tomorrow I have you all by myself. One thing about me, I just love being on calls, especially if I like you. Like, calls are for people that I like, or my mom and sister. But if you're a random person, you will never catch me on a call with you. Like, what is it that you want to say on a call that you can't say on text? There's voice notes for a reason. So if you can't say anything via text, if you can't articulate yourself, then you can use voice notes. Like, that's what voice notes are for. But yeah, next day came, things were lovely between us. Sana, things were so lovely between us. Like, we're literally doing everything and anything on a call. I was listening to music. He would like want me to music. He would have requests and all that. So yeah, days went on. So I think it was the third day. Yeah, I think it was the third day. I asked him, I was like, yo, do you really want to be in a relationship? Like, are you sure that you want to be in a relationship? He's like, yes. Where's that coming from? Yeah, where's that coming from? And I'm like, it's just a question. I just want to make sure that you and I are on the same page. He's like, yeah, hi man. I kind of sort of feel like I'm forcing this person to be in a relationship with me. I start asking him again, like, I think it was like a day later. Yes, I asked him, bro, are you sure you want to be in a relationship? He's like, yes. Next time you ask me that, I'm gonna say no. Like, okay, I'm gonna stop asking that. And then now I decide to relax, because I'm thinking this person actually wants this. Okay, that was my biggest mistake. You relax. That weekend, it was that Mother's Day weekend. He was at work, good and well behaved, Sana. One thing about him, when he knows that he's going to work, well behaved. Yes, he is very well behaved, Wabo. So The weekend goes by. Monday comes, he's at work. Things are still okay between us, I'm not thinking much about it. Him and I, we're good. We're good. We even said the L word to each other. We said the L word to each other. So now I'm relaxed. Like I said, biggest mistake ever. You should never relax. And I'll tell you why. Okay, like I said, I am relaxed, right? Things are going smoothly between us. Oh, now there was a time where he was experiencing power outage, right? And he wasn't online. He would text me when he gets to work, so on and so forth. And yeah, like I said, things were fine. Then comes Friday. Okay, we're into the new week now. That week when him and I made things official. So truly, we're into the new week, right? Now, Friday comes, he was not at work, and we were talking literally the whole day. And then he receives a call while we're on a call. He receives a call and clear call. I think the friend was like, they are going out and all of that. So, just before I go any further, he told me that he doesn't want me to go out. Like, why? Why don't you want me to go out? He's like, no, I'm so a man, so you can't be going out. And I'm like, what do you mean? I can't go out. My mom doesn't tell me that. Who are you to tell me that? So I was like, I played it cool. I was like, no problem. If you don't want me to go out, that's fine. Because Mangala one day, location them eating, say live. And then what? But think about me. I don't listen. Even if I say yes, it will be a no. Because I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. He's like, he's going out. I get mad because this person was telling me that I shouldn't be going out, but he's the one that's going out. So I'm angry. I won't talk to him. And then he just disappears. Good and well. Not even good and well, but he disappears, right? How come 11 p.m. This is on a Friday, right? 11 p.m. Umtu is telling me that he is at his friend's house. He ran out of data. Wara wara. He called me, right? And I wasn't answering my call because I put it on D&D, and you can't bypass my D&D, unless if you add it as a favorite. Good and well. He was explaining himself and all that, and I was like, you know what, it's fine, enjoy yourself. Who am I to tell you not to go out? I'm not your mother, I'm not your father, I'm not your mara, I'm not your father. I can't be telling you not to go out. We're old enough, you see. So he's like, yeah, I'll call you in the morning. It's like, no problem. The morning comes, umfana doesn't call me. Instead, he views my WhatsApp statuses. And I'm like, this is on a Saturday. I text him like, bro, you said that you were gonna call. He's like, yeah, in. He tries explaining himself. I cut him off. I'm like, it's fine. Enjoy your day. And then he's like to me, I'm like, you can't see what's wrong with what you're doing. Like, you said that you're gonna call, but Gigi, you're not calling me back and all that, and you expect me to, be cool about it. You said that you're gonna call. I don't ask you to call me. You're the one that said you're gonna call me, right? He's like, yeah, point out what you think is wrong, and I'll apologize. I pointed out this person is not responding. I delete the message that I sent. I block him. One thing about me, I'm so dramatic. I block him, Sana. I block him, and then I don't put the liquid on. I block him, and then after that, he doesn't text me until Sunday evening. Mind you, I have to go somewhere. I have to go somewhere Monday morning. This person is drunk out of his mind. He he forgets that, you know, he has a girlfriend. Good and well. He calls me, he's like, I'm so sorry. And then he was like I said, he was drunk out of his mind. He mentions that he did something. And I'm like, did you cheat? You know? He's like, nah, it's nothing like that. But deep down, I have a feeling he did. But the side is not blushed enough. But I'm like, you know what? I'll give him benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't for real, for real. He's like, no, I got into a fight. None. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the next morning, he calls me. He called me at 1 a.m. actually. I was sleeping because, like I said, I have an early morning. I really cannot be awake at 1 a.m. Ke responsible adult. Ke responsible woman. I need to learn how to, you know, sleep and regulate my sleep and whatever, man. But yeah. And then I call him back when I wake up. He's like, no, I'm at work and I can't take calls. Good and well. I get on with my day. I go on with my day. I go to wherever I was, and I came back home late because I met up with a friend and we had drinks. And after those drinks, I came back home. I think it was around like 9. I came back home at that. Mind you, I left in the morning at 10 a.m. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Now, this person is now trying to call me. I'm really not in the mood to talk to him because what the hell, you know? Like, what the hell, Yonte? What the hell, Berry? Tuesday comes. Now I'm calm. I'm very calm. I try speaking to him. You see, Tuesday comes. I am good now. I'm calm. And we start talking. And Tuesday I went to go do my hair, right? I'll show you at the end of the video. I went to go do my hair, and like I said, we're good. Things were fine, we're talking. And when I got home, I communicated that I'm home and all that. Wednesday comes. Things are still fine, right? Things are still okay. We are fine, and he wasn't at work. Yeah, I remember he wasn't at work. Sharp Wednesday, I was also not like doing anything besides studying. So we talk literally the whole day. We talk, and like I said, things were good. During the day I decided to bath, look good, take pictures. He goes offline. Good and well, me, I'm thinking maybe he has electricity problems because, like I mentioned earlier in the video, he was experiencing electricity problems. Little did I know. Oh, little did I know, Sana. There's no such thing as electricity problems. I mean, there is in South Africa, but at the time, there wasn't. The electricity was fine. He just switched off his Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm thinking, he's sleeping, because when he ended the call, he said he's going to sleep. So I go on with my day. I send him another message. I'm like, bro, where are you? He's not answering. He texts me in the morning. He's like, morning. Usually, oh, good morning, baby. Morning. As dry as it was. Sharp. We leave it at that. I receive a text. He's like, I need to tell you something. Yo, ka utlwa ke bana le taste. Something is brewing inside here. I'm like, if it's something bad, please tell me now so I can go on with my day. He's like, yeah, I'm so sorry for not being completely honest with you. I have a girlfriend. I'm sorry for not telling you about her. Hi guys, this is future Kiara here. I am editing this video, and there are 2 or 3 things I just want to clear out. Number one, my voice went a bit low because my uncle came in and I didn't really feel comfortable talking about a boy while he's in there. Like, he's one of the strict uncles, right? 2, what he had initially said was that he had a girlfriend, and him and the girl had separated when him and I got together. So the girl came to his place and they fixed things the night before he sent me that text. And yeah, man, and he just apologized for making me fall in love, Sana. But I said Annie because I've healed. I'm over it now. But yeah, that's what I wanted to update you guys on. Leopold funny tasty. Can't take it pelo bomme. Pelo e bomme. I was like, what the hell? Mind you, I'm already going through a lot, you know. Like, I'm going through my stuffs. Now, I had just celebrated 8 months of not self-harming. Guess who relapsed? I relapsed, Sana. Back to square one, mind you. End of May was going to be the 9th month of me being self-harm free. But I relapsed and I started self-harming. And no, it's not because of Mfana. It's because everything that I had been bottling up just came out, you know. He was the last straw. So yeah, started self-harming, and he just made things worse by wanting to be in my life. I'll tell him to like leave me alone. He wouldn't want to leave me alone. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, leave me alone. He would be like, no, what if you decide to do something bad? And I'm like, if I off myself, I off myself, son. Like, if I off myself, that's on me, you know. Like, on Gendao, he's like, no, I should be. And I'm like, no, can't judge much. Like, can't judge much. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna leave you alone. Wara. Good and all. I got with my day. I crashed out that day, but I was fine. I ended up being okay, right? And then the next day, I was writing. Mind you, I hadn't studied. I was crashing out literally the whole day, but I was like, you know what? God is with me. God will pull through. And he did, because that exam wasn't really that hard. You know, wasn't really that hard. So he called me, I think it was late on that day. He's like, I just wanted to check if you're alive. Check if I'm alive. I wanted to check if I'm still crying over you. joke's on you. I'm done. Like, I cried yesterday. I'm good now, you know. So after that, he just continued viewing my statuses until I deleted his number. Well, we both deleted each other's numbers, and I blocked him. I blocked him everywhere. I blocked him on IG. I blocked him on iMessage. Like, when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere, you know. And yeah, and what pissed me off the most was the fact that I was on my CF on some I think we understand. I was so sure, but I must never think in life. Don't ever think. Like, you must never do that. The worst thing you could do is think. Like, you just I feel like you have to be sure. If you will know, you know, you won't be thinking. Because what were those thoughts? What the hell? What were those thoughts? I hate those thoughts till today. I hate them down. Like, I hate them down. One thing I'm gonna tell you about me is that the lover girl in me will never die. Lover girl through and through. Like, even in friendships, like, you can do me bad, but it actually depends on what you do to me. You know, you can do me bad, but I'll still forgive you and we'll still be friends. I'm just a forgiving person naturally. So yeah, one day I'm gonna learn the painted by Esther technique, but for now we'll stick to this. Oh manje, I've laid back a bit on relationships, you know. Lerato le mjolo asmayem. Forget about those things. Asmayem. Should never think kimayem. Kimak. I'm still gonna give it a try. I'm still gonna give it a try. Irregardless. Don't correct me. I know Jorge regardless. But it's just an inside joke. Those who get it, get it. But anyways, I need to do the side off camera. Now, what didn't make sense to me was that he knew that he had someone. Yes, they had separated, but he knew that that person was gonna come back into his life. You know, the door was still open for the person. But he just went on with it, you know. And when I told my cousin was like, you know me, I would have told you. This is the next fat oil. So right now I'm single, but I'm not looking for anything. I'm just focusing on my career and my mental health, because those things come first. Like I said, lerato M. Yeah, lerato lemjolo. That's my aim. Don't ever do that to yourself. Don't prioritize those things. Do what you want, guys. So then I'm still figuring out how I'm going to get through these 20s. I don't think dating in my 20s would be so difficult. Mind you, I was in a relationship 8 months ago. It ended very badly. It was almost 2 years. I'll come back one day. That one needs me together. A lot of strength, because a lot happened. So I will definitely tell y'all guys about that soon, but not soon, but we have reached the end of the video. Guys, oh, I'm so pretty. How do you like the red hair, guys? I'm gonna have to type black soon because there's a lot going on in my life and I can't be rocking up at places with red hair, you know. But how do you like my hair? Rate this look out of 10 in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about my hair. Tell me what you think about the story. Like, yeah, ngoba abafana. That's why Bobby's abafana. Ngoba bayafana. But anyways, if you watched the whole video, please rate my hair, rate the look, tell me what you think about the story, and leave a red heart. Do those things, not all of them, maybe one or two, just so that I know that you watched the whole video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back soon. Like I promise, this time I'm making a promise to you guys that I'll be back soon.
I'll be back, Ruthie. Trust me, my love. Why should I lie if I ever lie to you? I'll be back, trust me. I'm coming, my dear.
Actually be back with another vlog because yeah, my friend is graduating and I want to document that day. Like I want that day to be there forever and ever and ever. Amen. Okay, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.